ARMS interacts with every child that goes through our school system. It's really important. You know, that's sustainable. That's planting the eggs and fertilizing it and sending them out into the river.
The Alouette River is located midway up the Fraser Valley in Maple Ridge, BC. It had been diked and dammed early in the century. The Alouette River Management Society, formed in 1993, was successful after many years of effort on the part of individuals and partners in restoring flows and bringing back all 5 species of salmon.
But it's taken a great deal of work and support and Band-Aids and volunteerism and stewardship.
ARMS is well recognized in this community as being good environmental stewards. We address the issue when issues are brought to us, and we know who the key players are in the ministries as well as the local municipality.
First, our nucleus, of course, is the society, the Alouette River Management Society, and then our partnerships.
We are sustained by the partnerships that we have. I don't know where we would be even if we lost a few of them that I can think of.
Today, ARMS is a multifaceted organization conducting an assessment and monitoring program, liaising with the community, and carrying out restoration projects. However, ARMS is best known for their dynamic and comprehensive education programs. They offer a wide range of high-quality workshops and tours to all sectors of their community.
So as a classroom teacher, I have had ARMS come into the school and have the kids participate in all kinds of programs, from worm composting to activities with bugs, creepy crawlies and things like that.
We have tons of classroom programs: Trees of Life, Wacky Weather, Here Today, Gone Tomorrow, the Salmon Scales and Tails, the Waterwise program. Probably our most popular classroom program is our Aquatic Invertebrates program. Our creepy crawlies is what we call them. I mean, again, depending on which grade. And so the program varies depending on what age group we're talking to. So maybe with the younger kids we'll play a few more interactive games, and then the older kids will do a dissection and talk about the insides of the fish. So the kids love it. I mean, it's fantastic. Of course we got the oohs and ahs, but they really enjoy it.
We design our games, activities, and crafts where they're learning, but they don't actually know that they're learning.
The instructors that I have worked with have been incredibly knowledgeable. They all have a very firm education or background.
And also what's available to all of the schools in Maple Ridge and Pitt Meadows is for teachers to come to approach us with any of their learning objectives that they might have for that year, and then we'll work with them and design a course or a series of courses that might be appropriate.
We would also do field trips down at the Rivers Heritage Center, anywhere from an hour-long hatchery tour to a full-day watershed education tour.
Within that field trip, we'll also go and do a nature tour in the park, and we'll talk about different things such as a wildlife tree or mushrooms and different funguses that we can find.
We would also work on projects with school groups. So if a class called into ARMS and they wanted to help restore a part of the environment, we would find a project location for them, we would find a suitable project, and we would help them with it.
They have a real ease about taking kids and educators, teachers who are used to being inside and working out of textbooks a lot, into the out of doors, and in a sort of gradual, very understanding kind of a way, so that people begin to realize that they can still accomplish all the things that they feel that they need to accomplish, and then some, and have kids be completely engaged and focused.
In the spring, the kids themselves are releasing salmon fry into the river. They get to, feel the salmon leaving their hands and going into the water. And what I hear from the parents and the teachers is the kids remember that. It's so important, they get that connection.
In spring and summer, they organize week-long day camps.
So very often summer camp and we've had requests for it, and when campers are coming back, is to do the aquatic invertebrates. And we'll take all the campers down, they can watch us in the stream, watch what we do, so they learn the technique, they learn what waders are, they see us in the stream working and see that as, you know, a potential career opportunity that they may never have thought of before. And then they get to spend the afternoon playing and picking out the bugs and trying to figure out which one it is and ask questions, and it's fantastic. But outside of just the school system, the education, we'd love to be able to offer the education program to after school care, to seniors' homes, to different, all of the community groups, brownies, scouts, all of them. I mean, everybody can benefit from these education programs.
I mean, it's so important that our children understand what being sustainable really means. At the end of the day, they'll be the ones leading us. So I think for this community, ARMS has really done a very, very good job of preparing our children for a sustainable future.
Like many stewardship groups, ARMS has developed into a complex organization. They provide much-needed services for their community at incredible value. However, common to most stewardship groups, their value does not translate into stable funding support.
The biggest obstacle we have is that all of the different organizations that are providing grants or potential funding opportunities are project dependent. They want to fund specific projects, gardens, or creating a new program or doing this new project, but nobody wants to fund our ongoing education programs.
The challenge to provide adequate, stable funding has been taken up by the Stewardship Centre for BC, who have supported groups in BC since 1994. They have just completed a 3-year core funding pilot program.
And ARMS has many ongoing programs that are very important to the Alouette watershed.
Our everyday programs that are so needed and are so well designed that you don't want to have to reinvent the wheel every year to just be able to get project funding.
ARMS was part of the Stewardship Works program and saw tangible benefits to the environment, community, staff, and volunteers at ARMS.
It allowed us to train our staff to be able to train volunteers to go out and, for example, survey streams, survey salmon in the fall. So the first year we had Stewardship Works funding, our education coordinator was able to go out to schools and to the community and recruit volunteers.
And we 100% rely on our volunteers. Our summer camps and spring break camps are dependent on those volunteers coming out. Yeah, even just for scavenger hunts when we send the kids off into the forest. We don't want to stay as a big group. We want them to be able to connect with the nature. And so they go off in smaller groups, which we rely on volunteers to be able to do that. You know, there are kids that have seen us when they were younger in programs and then have come back out and volunteered for us. So it's fantastic to see that connection happening.
You can't care about something until you come to know it and love it, and I think that ARMS could be and is already, but I think that with greater financial support could definitely have an even greater impact in terms of moving our community towards the greater knowing and loving and caring for places we need to be. Yeah.